Well, it's little things like I can't remember names, and if I get to the name, I can't retain it. It goes away. I went to exercise, and on the way home, I got to thinking, what's the name of the road I'm on? And I couldn't for the life of me think of it.
Bob Ingram, a former engineer, woodworker, and Navy veteran. Like many other senior citizens, Bob struggles with his memory and has for many years. Bob and his wife Connie lived most of their life in Massachusetts. In 2017, they decided to return to their hometown of Sullivan, Illinois, a small Midwestern farm town where they had both grown up.
When I came back, I didn't know anybody, and the town has changed, and it's just like moving into a foreign country, so to speak, that you don't have any acquaintances, you don't have anybody you know. It's hard to associate with different people when you're not involved with them. Until you're really involved in the surroundings, you can't develop friendships that take time, and that's missing now.
Along with feeling isolated in a new town, Bob was also dealing with the emotional stress due to the loss of a son years ago. But these weren't the only factors contributing to his cognitive decline. Bob had been dealing with memory lapses for many years prior.
Normal little things that you automatically do, he's forgetting. We go to a party, he'd say, I can't quite remember his name. I know him, and I tell me it's Norman or it's George, and oh yeah, he'd remember that. So little things like that were coming up.
And sometimes I'll try to think of something, and I'll remember it, and then 5 minutes later, I'll forget it. And it's rather frustrating. It was concerning that if I am in that position now, is it going to get any better? I worked in an Alzheimer's unit for part-time for about 5 years, so I can picture how I can get worse. And I certainly don't want to go that route.
While living in Massachusetts, Bob decided to talk with a psychologist about his memory problems.
He asked me, how much did I drink? I said, I don't know. So he says, go home and find out. So I went home and I called him. I says, I'm drinking about a quart of whiskey a week. Okay. So after I called him, I stopped drinking.
Upon his doctor's advice, Bob drastically cut his alcohol consumption, and his cognitive function did improve. Despite those efforts, his memory continued to concern him through the years. It wasn't until 2019 when Bob decided to talk with his primary care provider, Jackie Clayton. She told him about a memory improvement center in central Illinois called Interact WellCare, who is seeking volunteers for a 3-month pilot program relating to cognitive decline.
She said, there was a program being set up locally that I might be interested in. And then one day we got a knock at the door, and 2 people came, and we sat down, and they presented what the program was. Fortunately, when he came back again, he says, okay, let's get started.
Interact WellCare's memory improvement program involves changes to sleep, activity, diet, stress management, social interaction, and some sensory integration. What we were looking for in a candidate in our pilot were people who were going to be open to experience, to change, while also having a true drive for improvement.
I'm aware of what my situation is. It can only go downhill, and I don't want it to go downhill, so I've got to do something. This is something.
How we are doing, what do you want to do, what do you want not to do?
I want to have a hamburger.
We can have a hamburger.
Oh, he wants a hamburger from Steak
With a bun.
Dr. Hamid Saga, founder of Interact WellCare and author of Dementia Action Plan, discusses the core principles of the program.
We believe we have enough correlation or association evidence base of science and evidence-based medicine, the people can apply and have impact on their life. There is two crucial elements. Number one is timing. The same people in business, they say location, location, location. In memory is timing, timing, timing. Because after a certain time, when they are losing that mass, when they are losing that reserve, when they are losing that resiliency, unfortunately, they are not interested, they are not going to do it. And they don't have that energy to change them. There is enough evidence that yes, we can, with simple measures, we can reduce it, we can improve it. Good air with high quality oxygen, good water with no contamination, good food. Our biology is familiar with this code. Good sleep, good exercise, body movement, brain movement, good relationship, social connection. Those elements that in the science we have it, physicians know, but unfortunately considering fragmented delivery system of the healthcare, we cannot deliver it. We believe translating all of those complicated evidence-based data in a very simple, bold, and impactful manner, delivering to the public, those people can empower themselves, regaining those skills, and applying it, and making their own plan, and see what happens.
A lot of green vegetable, good protein, good fat, good vegetable, good carbs. Nothing is more important than food.
Ideally, you make the lifestyle changes, you remove the toxins, you allow your body to naturally detoxify. That primes all of your body's systems to work well together so that you can have the most optimum physiological, biochemical reactions in your body.
In addition to eating specifically prepared food and meals under the direction of a dietitian, Bob and Connie both agreed to work on getting better sleep, exercise, and make other lifestyle changes in coordination with the program. They installed clean water filters and air purifying systems provided by Interact WellCare. The couple's primary care provider was involved from the beginning.
Dr. Saga, I think, is being a pioneer with this project. He's passionate about the importance of good nutrition, helping persons age safely in place at home with their loved ones involved in their daily life. He truly believes that we can determine quality of life by decreasing the risk factors. And the team in and of itself, they're wonderful, they're energetic, they're compassionate, they love what they do, and they're committed to the project.
We tried to make it simplified, and initially starting with simple intervention. Starting, hey, clean your air, clean your water, clean your food, and more importantly, clean your mind. Lovely relationship, good social connection, keep moving, and keep learning.
I signed up for an online course at Lakeland College on computer-aided drawing, and what intrigued me about that is when I was full-time working, I was working in conjunction with an individual whose job that was, and it was always intriguing. If I get done with this one, I'll probably sign up for another one. It's something positive to do, and it's a challenge.
A very important element in the Dementia Action Plan program deals with environmental toxins and contaminants that are harmful to our cognitive abilities. With Illinois being one of the top producing agricultural states in the U.S., dealing with pesticides and air quality became a key area of intervention.
We are amazingly designed, and we are able to get rid of the toxins. And we have amazing detoxification system. Just we have to make them optimized. We have to make them work optimally to get rid of those bad information from the system, bringing good information.
Using simple interventions along with sensory stimulation is a key factor in helping to deal with cognitive decline. Music, massage, even just holding hands can provide an individual with the means to eliminate or soothe stressors that can contribute to memory decline.
Part of the plan was also to bring back happy memories for them, their favorite music, their favorite photos. There is some research that suggests music is very innate in our brains. Having those memories, having that music you like is valuable for all of us, and remembering our past is just one of the biggest treasures of life.
Optimal social connection, love, and relationships are the foundation of the program.
One of the things that suited Bob and Connie so well, specifically Connie, is that she has such a positive outlook and a positive attitude. And really, we believe the core of building your structural foundation, from your lifestyle factors to your system biology to your habits and skills, willpower, skill power, is that you really have a strong emotional core.
That's the base of our program. Nothing works in our biology if our emotion and our behavior is the base state it should be.
During the pilot program, Bob increased his social engagement activities through his church, as well as working with Habitat for Humanity on a home construction project in Sullivan.
It was a very positive experience because it was such a positive group and a very knowledgeable one. I enjoyed it very much. I didn't participate real deeply in their operation, but there were a lot of odd jobs that I could do, that I did do.
Bob enjoyed exercising throughout the program, both in and out of the home, bolstering both his attitude and his health.
Our exercise class has been great. Bob's enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed it. We met a lot of nice people, and it's a great class. It's all seniors. We've all got gray hair, and we're really struggling to make it. And I think it's been good for both of us.
It's with a group that you have some camaraderie with, and it's not boring as exercise can be.
During the 3-month pilot, Bob and Connie were challenged in many ways to not only change their lifestyles and food choices, but to change the way they approached life.
There were definite challenges, definite times where I felt in my role I would be the conduit between Dr. Saga's ideal and what actually works in their everyday life.
We wanted to give them hope. We wanted to try providing specific roadmap, but tell them, hey, you make your own. You make your own plan. You know yourself better.
I think it's been good for us. This was a challenge, and we needed a challenge in our life, I think. But he did it, and that was good.
As we went along, the food stuff was altered to make it more tasty. And after a while, we got used to it. It was a habit, and I got into that habit, and it was okay.
The data is clear. We know clean air, clean water, good sleep, good social connection, brain stimulation, sensory stimulation, all is good elements for memory improvement.
I think Bob's better. I really do. He answers much quicker now. You can see the mind working faster.
I can find occasions where, oh, yeah, I can't remember that happening. I'm always hopeful. I don't give up on me.
Memory action plan, it's something we can start early when we don't have symptoms. Not having symptoms not necessarily means we are not on that direction. Before happen, if we make those measures, I believe we have benefits not only for memory as an overall health and especially aging. We can basically slow it down. Make those changes with the smallest steps, baby steps, piece by piece, to build that habit and those healthy lifestyle for better future for themselves, for their loved one, for their family, and generation after generation continue that.